Good evening. Oh, come down here. Good evening. Good evening. Welcome. We want to welcome everyone to the Central Kentucky Choral Festival here in Lexington, Kentucky at Immanuel Baptist Church. I am Uriah Tolbert. I am the PGES behavior coach at Marytide Elementary School here in Lexington. I taught music at Gates Elementary School for 5 years, and this year is my first year transferring out and getting into hopefully eventually a principalship in some time or another. But I love music. As you can see, we have several of yours up here on the stage that are eager. They've been working hard all day. They've been working hard for several months trying to prepare for this concert for you tonight. Right now we have choir 1 on the risers. We have choir 2 up there in the balcony. They're waving at me if you can't see. All right. But first we want to kind of give a couple of thank yous and everything. If you look in your program, you will see we have several sponsors. We have several schools. This particular ensemble represents many counties of Kentucky. Elementary music teachers that just love teaching music to your children. And so we want to give them a round of applause for their hard work. You will see that there are many sponsors in here. We want to thank those particular sponsors for what they've done to help with this particular year's festival, and give them a shout out and let them know that you saw. That's fine. Just show some appreciation. Go visit their businesses or give them a call and say thanks. It'd be great. Also, we would be remiss to thank the Immanuel Baptist Church community family here, Pastor Bo, Warren. Let's please give them a round of applause for giving us this facility. We appreciate the family, the pastors, associate pastors for letting us be here, and they gave us a really good deal, so definitely give them a call them, and just say thanks for that. We have some other announcements that we'll make during the program. We've got some guest musicians that will be performing on certain pieces, and that will come later, and we'll introduce them as that time comes. I'm one of the coordinators, and I also want to recognize Elizabeth. Where's Elizabeth Adams? Over there. You'll get to hear from her in a little bit. She is let's give her a hand, she's a school teacher. And she's actually mostly responsible for getting this here, so we appreciate her and her hard work that we have been going back and forth since February trying to plan this. And we also got to recognize one of the hardest working people I know, Kathy Meyer. Come on, stand up with her. Another one of the coordinators. This woman right here, will work, and between the 3 of us and all the coordinators have pink shirts on. That's when we're real special here. We 3 have been texting and trying to meet, phone calls, just trying to get everything set up for this night for you all. We hope that you will, and we know you're going to enjoy it as well. So thanks Kathy and thanks Olivia for the hard work that we've been doing as a team. All right, now it's time to get the show going. That's what you came. You didn't come to hear me. You came to hear the show. So we have 2 guest conductors that will be coming to the stage. I'm going to introduce to you first our first accompanist. If you see in your program, and before we do that, it is a time to silence those cell phones. I know you're going to probably take pictures, and that's awesome, but there's nothing that can kind of get you a little crazy if you hear ring, 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 right in the middle of a concert. So if you wouldn't care to silence your cell phones, turn them off if you're not going to use them. If you want to use them, take pictures, great. That's no problem at all. We appreciate if you do that. Dismissal. And Ms. Meyer will go further into that. We have a plan for dismissal. So please understand our plan and please follow that plan. Don't rush up here to get your kid. They will be going to a designated area at the end of the conclusion of this concert, and they will be coming to a designated area in the hallway as well. And though there are signs posted by school, so if you know what school your child or whoever that you come here to see is in, look for the posters and you can meet them there along with their teacher. All right. First coming is our accompanist, Carla A. Smith. Has been a music teacher in the Madison County School District since 1998, teaching general music, band, chorus, and humanities in elementary and middle school levels. Hold on, ain't time yet. Mrs. Smith, there she is. Mom, go ahead, clap. Go ahead, clap. Mrs. Smith has had a private piano studio in Richmond since moving here in 1995. Her piano training includes Easton School of Music, Ithaca College, Crane School of Music, Penn State University, and EKU. She has a Bachelor's of Music Education, a Master's of Music Education, and a rank 1 for Music Education. Please welcome again Ms. Carla Smith. Our guest conductor that you will see this at first is going to be Mr. Andy Beck. This is his second year in a row coming. I snagged him up real quick because he's a very busy man. But Mr. Beck received a bachelor's degree from Music Education from Ithaca College and a master's of Music Education from Northwest Missouri State University. Following his 9-year appointment as vocal music director at Johnson City High School in New York State, Andy joined the editorial team of Alfred Music, where he currently serves as director of school, choral, classroom, and vocal publications. A successful composer and arranger, he has authored several top-selling chorales and children's musicals for Alfred Music, as well as co-written the highly regarded method book, Sing at First Sight, Foundations in Choral Sight Singing. Andy is in demand as a guest conductor, choreographer, and clinician for music educators and students throughout the country. A fine tenor voice, he enjoys performing in and directing musical theater, singing with the North Carolina Master Chorale Chamber Choir, and has been an Alfred Music Studio singer since 1992. At this time, please welcome Mr. Andy Beck.
thank you all so much for being here tonight and supporting us in all this. I first of all want to say I have had a blast of a day. It's been a whirlwind. We have 400 children singing tonight. That's about 200 shakers, which you'll see later, 200 rainbow ribbons, and a couple of headaches along the way. But it has been fun. I need to extend right now my thanks to a whole bunch of people that I can't name, but I want to tell you that myself and Christina have not been the only people working hard today. The teachers from this group have been amazing. You'll see them pop up at times in this concert tonight to play instruments or help teach choreography or turning pages for each other and all these things. So, to the teachers, thank you so much. Your work is so good. Okay, next song is sort of a story song. We're going to tell you a story about a clever chameleon. And what's so clever about a chameleon? It can change a whole bunch of different colors. And every color that we sing in this next song is a real color a chameleon could change. Did you know they could change pink? I didn't know that, but it's one of the colors they can. Here we go. While the group gets ready, our next song is all about the papaya tree. You know that tropical fruit? It grows on a tree very, very, very high. Sometimes it's so high that there's no way to get up there and pick them down, so they have to shake the tree to get them to fall out of the tree. And this one is all about shake the papaya down.
Good evening. My name is Elizabeth Adams. I'm a music teacher at Wilmore Elementary in Jessamine County. Right now I'd like to introduce our next guest conductor. Miss Christina Bernard is a wonderful person and she is a close personal friend of mine. Let me tell you a little bit about her. She received her bachelor's in music from North Texas State University, now University of North Texas. And she has her master's of piano performance from the University of Kentucky, where she also continued her studies in music education and music theory, receiving her rank 1. She is in her 9th year as the director of choirs at West Jessamine Middle School in Nicholasville. Her choirs have consistently received distinguished ratings at KMEA assessment, and they've also been selected for many honors, including 2 of her choirs chosen for distinguished performance at the KMEA convention in 2012. She has also begun an a cappella program at West Middle. Her select a cappella choirs have performed for many events and competitions, including the Voices in Harmony competition, where they've won 2 of the 5 awards, competing against high school and university a cappella choirs. This is the 3rd year for this select after-school program. She is a fine accompanist, guest conductor, clinician, and she also manages a very large private piano and voice studio at her home in Nicholasville. She loves spending time in the Red River Gorge with her son Jesse. He's a sophomore at Center College in Danville, and she loves her 4 dogs, who are also a part of her family. At this time, we'd like to welcome to the stage Mrs. Christina Bernard. I'd like to tell you a little bit about Ms. Bernard's accompanist, Larry Crawford. Larry attended the Cleveland Institute of Music and Alderson Broaddus College, concentrating in performance, education, and ministry. He's currently the staff accompanist at West Jessamine High School and Grace Baptist Church of Lexington. He enjoys working with many schools in the central Kentucky area. Larry is also a member of the Metronomes Big Band and performs with his own group, Webster's Definition of Jazz. Mr. Larry Crawford.
making their way down. I'd like to thank Elizabeth and Kathy and Uriah for having me here. I really appreciate it. It's been a great day with your kids. We so enjoyed everything. They are fabulous, fabulous kids, and thank you for sharing them with me today. Thank you.
One day, we're gonna have to hear about We're doing a transition here. Everybody hang tight. The kids aren't going anywhere but switching. So choir 2, follow your teachers back row first. Choir 1, pick up your maracas. Back row, go. Thank you so much. I told you it was a lot of bodies up here. We want to, right before we leave, we want to do a couple things and thank yous, final thank yous for the people who helped us so much today. First of all, for the parents. As a music teacher, I was a music teacher for 14 years. I'm not teaching right now, but the parent support. You all are here. You're encouraging your children to do music, and I just want to say thank you. The teachers who are here, once again, they've been fabulous and very flexible today, and we appreciate it so much. And also, I want to acknowledge the administrators. These principals and the superintendents have allowed these students to miss a day of school to come do music all day. If there are any administrators here, would you stand so we can acknowledge? I know that there are a couple. Well, clap for them and thank them, please. One more time, I want to say thank you to our accompanists and our conductors. So thank you to Mr. Larry Crawford. To Ms. Carla Smith. And then our fabulous conductors who have done a world of good today in the lives of these children, to Ms. Christina Renaud. And the conductor of our finale piece, Mr. Andy Beck. teacher, we have reached the most frightening point of our concert. Okay. So, if you would please stay seated for just a couple minutes, and here's what's going to happen. We were so wonderful to put the dismissal directions in the program, but once we got in the choir room and saw that it's full of chairs, we can't do that. So, choir 1, in just a second, they're going to start and they're going to head downstairs to Fellowship Hall. In just a second, I'll give you some more directions to that. But in choir 2, instead of the choir room, which is behind us, they're going to be right across the hall here. Please don't go yet. We need to get these kids out. They're going to go in order. They're going to go here into the community point and the chapel, which is right out this door. We ask that only one adult please go to get your children. There are 200 kids, so if you can imagine the whole family's trudging to get the kids. So, choir 1, you're following Mr. Tolbert and Miss London. Choir 1 is moving, okay? Hey, okay, I'm going to talk to you still. Can you